Hey, it's Brook. Let's do another simple phrase based on like E blues or E minor pentatonic scales, which are about the same thing. This is the lick. That's 12, 14, 12, 14, bend, let it down, hit the 12, hit the 14 again, and bend up. It's D, E, G, A, which bends up to a B, back to A, G, then the A bends up to a B again. I'm going to do it really slow. Watch. Pretty simple. It's going to be a little bit repetitive, which is important when you're practicing. Don't get distracted and start trailing off until it's time. For now, we're going to try to really focus and get this lick perfected. I'm going to try to play my drum machine, see if I can come in at the right time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's talk about that lick just a little more. I'm starting on D, going up to E. The D is cool with E blues because an E7 chord has a D note in it. Hear that? So you're playing a chord tone that's going to make it really fit with the chord really well. So we got D, E, G, which is not in the chord. It's not a chord tone, it's a scale tone, but it's okay. A is not in that chord either. But we're shooting for this B. B is in the chord. Then you let it down. So when you bend an A to a B, it's a whole step. You can look at a tuner or check some B notes. And if you're close, you're pretty good. Don't worry about being perfect. So you're going to bend that up and let it down. So you want to like raise and drop like a curve. You don't want to go wow. You want to make it kind of smooth. You don't want it to go wow, wow. Here's kind of like all messed up. You got to control that bend so it smoothly goes to the correct pitch and then bring it down. If that's your intention, if you want to be smooth, you got to control it. If you don't want to control it, I don't know what to say. So you really do want to control it, I'm sure. Then the G, then the bend again. That second bend, you could try to get a little vibrato in the bend. That's tricky. All right, let's do this again. Let's see if I can handle it. 1, 2. Pretty basic. You could take it down an octave like this. I love playing in the first 3 frets, especially the E blues scale. Here we're going to have some open strings. So it's open D to E, open G to A, bend, and from there, once you get that down, you can start doing some of those other licks, like a... And from there, you can really start kind of improvising, making up different things. So maybe I'll just demonstrate a little bit of just goofing off and, find yourself a backing track, a loop, or whatever you call it, a video with a bass and drums and stuff, and play along. Or you can play along with me. Alright, that's pretty much just 4 notes. 5 if you include the bend, which I did variations on the pitch. Small, medium, small, whatever. Sometimes I'll bend that G just a little bit. So, I'm restricting myself to these 4 notes on the guitar, plus some bends. I did also do that's kind of weird to bend the root. It's possible, but I don't do it very often. I know it's just not my bag, baby. But you could also bend this D. Up to an E. There's a lot of things you can do with it. It's endless. It's fascinating. I love it. I love restricting myself to 4 notes. So I'm not trying to, if I did the whole scale, let's just do the scale. It could be cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing the scale, but at least vary it a little bit and try to stay on beat And those were, you know, it sounded a little stiff what I was doing, but I was kind of having fun. Just doing the scale, which you remember is your good old 12-15, 12-15, 12-14, 12-14, 12-14, 12-15. It's a good idea to end on the root when you're in training mode here. The root is E. Kind of pause on the root while you're just training or soloing. Hear how that root sounds like resolved or complete. It's kind of like putting a period at the end of your statement. If you, if you land on, the one that sounds weird is landing on the A. That makes it sound like we're going to an A chord, which you could, but we're not. No, we're in E. You can land on a G or a B or an E, maybe a D, but A is kind of, it's just leading us the wrong way. It's leading us over to the A chord. You can hit the A note, but don't land on it. Don't resolve on the A. Unless it sounds amazing, but I don't think it will. So try to take it down to the G, the E, B. Those are your kind of your chord tones, or a G sharp, which is outside of the scale. And maybe we're getting beyond the scope of this video, but remember in an E chord, you do have a G sharp. Let me do one little thing. I love that. It's a major third. So we're taking that minor sound, lifting it up to major. So G sharp is 3rd string, 13th fret. If you want a good note to end on, land on that G sharp. That will make it sound like you know what chord you're playing over. You'll sound, it's like your musical IQ or perception of it will go up 20 points right there. Easy. Just land on that G sharp, train your ear to hear that major third, which again is part of the chord. A chord is made of a root, third, and a fifth. E, G sharp, and B. Those are the 3 notes of the E major chord. We're assuming this is major. Also, the D would be part of the E7 chord. So the D is like an extension or like a little flavor note, a spice. If you want to spice it up, land on that D. If you want to make it sound major, land on the G sharp. If you want to sound minor, land on the G. All right, you can control things by picking the note you resolve your phrase on. Some notes sound kind of demented, like a B flat. B flat would be like a flatted fifth. Sounds pretty like turbo disturbo. It's very dissonant. But the A doesn't. The A is not in the. You're kind of suggesting like an E7 suspended 4 when you hit that A. Cool, but make sure to resolve it to the G sharp or up to the B note. You can land on the A, but it probably wants to keep moving down to G sharp or up to B. Or maybe a B flat. But yeah, I'd say A and B flat are 2 notes to be, just realize they're not chord tones. And they do kind of lead your ear away from the chord. And if you want that effect, do it. But if you want a more, again, in training mode, we kind of want to land safely on a root. You get it? All right. So there you go. That's just a little thing for one of my students who's learning to solo. He's working on scales, but he says when he jams with his friends, it just kind of sounds like a scale. So this is to help him develop some phrasing. So again, I recommend staying on 4 notes and see if you can make those sound cool. Then maybe add a couple more notes as you go, which we'll do that. So we were doing those things. Now we added the D. We added 1 note. Maybe we'll add one for the next video if I remember. So remind me, let me know what you think. Thanks. Good luck with your soloing. I want you to have fun with your guitar. Adios.